tyres, really important part of a car, tyres are, especially this type of car, because trying to get the power down to the ground through the rear wheels it's an impossible task. You know what, to be fair, these Accelerate tyres that are budget tyres, they're not too bad in the dry, but as soon as you get a little bit of damp on the ground, they are absolutely terrible. Like, it's dangerous. It's literally dangerous, and I like to have a bit of a play in my car. I like to have a little bit of fun, and in the rain it's pretty much just not an option. So I've got one of my followers coming down today, a fella called Dave. He's got an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, very similar to my one, and I'm buying a full set of wheels off of him because he bought new wheels for his car. He's selling his old wheels with Pirelli tyres on, not Michelin. I do want Michelin, but they don't actually do Michelins in this size. Bit annoying, so we're going to give Pirellis a go, see how I get on with them. So I'm buying a full set of wheels and tyres off of Dave, and hopefully I'll be able to have a bit more fun when it rains. Alright, so we're going to sit patiently, wait for David to arrive. We'll have a little look around his car, have a little chat with him as well, and hopefully at some point in this video get some new wheels and tyres on my Alfa. Here he is. That's it. Yeah, that looks nice. David.
Yes, sir.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, I met you once.
I don't know. I looked at to see you down there. Where did we meet before? At a car show.
You know when Ricky had his
the LLF
launch?
meet? Yeah.
I had a black X5. That was the only X5 there.
Oh, right.
It was, what was it? Denby. You know the one?
Yeah, the Denby estate. That was a good day, wasn't it? Yeah. What a turnout. And then so you got out the X5, you got into an Alfa. So
yeah. Well, you know what? I had the X5, and I went to. I was up Hemel Hempstead, and I thought, let me look on Auto Trader to see, because I don't see these cars nowhere.
They're rare, aren't they?
They're rare. So I thought, let me see if I can find an Alfa dealer. So I found one, and I was by myself. I went with my missus or kids. So I went there, saw the manager, and me and him got on really well. And he goes, do you want to test drive a car? And I thought, okay. So me and him got on really, really well. And then, because the warranty of my other car was running out, he needed servicing and whatever like that, and he done me a good deal on this car, so I ended up getting this car. If my missus was there, I probably wouldn't have got it.
It's a proper nice thing, isn't it? Is it? So it's the tri-coat colour as well, is it?
Yeah.
So this is almost identical to mine visually, but then you've got the bigger wheels, ain't you? The 20-inch wheels.
Yeah, that's from the Stelvio.
They do look good on 20s, don't they?
Yeah. Well, you know what? The suspension is so good on this car, you don't really feel no difference.
Nah, it's interesting. No. So the wheels that the car came with, are the same sort of pepper pot.
Yeah, they're the same as
my ones.
Yeah.
And you've just gone for the big. Where did you get these from then?
I bought them. I bought them new. The thing with this was, I don't think you can get the 4S's
on these. This is the on the smaller wheels.
It's the front or the back.
Do you know what? I don't know. I ain't looked too far. I couldn't find any rear tyres in Michelin PS4S's for the rear.
So it's the rears, and you need the rears.
You need the rears, and like I've always bought them tyres. I rate them now, and I've noticed you've got them on yours. And then when you said about yours, you got Pirellis, didn't you, on your one?
Yeah. Bought them new as well, and I didn't have them long. And then I found out there's a guy that I communicated with on Instagram. He was one of the first to do this conversion.
Right.
So and on the Alfa club, he put down all the specs. So they're the same height, the same width, because I didn't want to change the
sort of stance of the car. Yeah,
the stance or any of the drivability of the car.
Yeah.
It's just that the wheel is bigger, the tyres are thinner, same width, same height.
They look bloody good, man. Like look how mine just look lost in the arches. Have you lowered the car then?
Yes. So
it does sit low, doesn't it?
KW does springs.
So springs only, yeah?
Yeah, and because how KW engineer their springs,
Yeah.
it has the same rate bound as the standard spring, so you don't notice no difference.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So driving wise, it's still
Perfect.
comfortable.
Yeah, and the fact that it's got adaptive suspension,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, of course.
it works.
I noticed you've got carbon mirrors, you've got the carbon grille. I like that as well, man.
Yeah.
That's a nice little touch, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you put that on yourself then?
Yeah, and this as well.
Ah, yeah, I like that. 'Cause mine's obviously got standard silver. You're making me want to do a few bits to my car, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame the roofs ain't exposed carbon, isn't it?
You can get it as an option now.
Yeah, no, I know, but on the earlier cars you can't. I did wonder if you could strip the paint and get it lacquered. I wonder if,
I don't know.
surely it's a possibility. And then what about on the inside? What spec you got?
I've got
You ain't got the seats, have you?
no, but they're comfortable.
Do you know what? And one thing I'd say about my seats is
Yeah.
my back is killing. Do you know that?
These hold you well because they got
Really?
motors for the bolstering.
Yeah.
So they
do.
they're a good racing seat.
They're a good seat, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more comfortable. Sorry about the dirt though, because I had
Mate.
no time to prepare this car.
That is terrible, man.
Yeah.
Proper family whip, innit?
Yeah. But you know what? Every day I jump in this car, I go, I'm really excited with it. You know?
Yeah. I know they are an exciting thing to drive in that day. So, did you consider getting an M3? Obviously, that's the obvious thing to go for,
I
isn't it?
was.
Because you're a BMW guy. You had an X5. You must have looked at M3s.
Well, I am not biased to
Any brand?
No.
Same.
If a car is good and I do the research,
And
I
it
will get that car.
Does what it should. Yeah. Too
And
right.
when I've been to meets and stuff, and they said, "How comes you bought this and didn't buy a BMW?" And I said, "Well, I'll do my research first. You know what I mean? I'm not biased to whatever car." And I was looking for an M3, but then when I saw all this about this car, and then I didn't see much of them.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? Let me look. And every time I saw one, I thought this car looks really nice.
They
You know
do
what I mean?
look so good, don't they?
Yeah.
So you got no intentions of selling it then?
I would love to keep this forever. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
seriously.
so good. You're clearly loving it, ain't you? Should we have a look at these wheels then?
Yes. They're in good nick actually, because they were. That one's got a little bit.
That one's got a bit of damage on it. Tyres
But
look
you see
right,
the
eh?
tyres, they ain't been on the car long.
Yeah, the tyres look brilliant, yeah.
When I watched the first video of this car and I saw them tyres, I've had them on a Merc that I had before.
Mate,
They are flipping dangerous.
dangerous, literally dangerous, yeah. Like
Yeah.
this morning it was raining on the way in.
Yeah.
I had it in race mode. It was just like, it was pointless.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put no power down. Oh, them wheels do look mean, don't they? I must admit, I do like the small wheel option on my car. Like, I don't know.
Them wheels are nice.
They're nice.
Because they got a concave to it as well.
Yeah,
Where these are flat.
I see what you're saying. The
Yeah.
rears
The rears have got a concave.
concave slightly, ain't they?
Yeah, but it's nice. This car, oh yeah, I was telling you before. This car I was watching as well.
Oh, what, on eBay?
Yeah, because
Because of the spec.
I remember the picture because he had the garages behind.
Yeah,
and
that's
this,
it.
And this had everything. You know what I mean? And this was one of the only ones with the carbon seat.
It's
that
so
price
hard.
point.
It's so hard to get carbon seats. Have a little look.
This spec and with the almond cardon. You know, I've only seen one with the red, and one I think it came for service at that Alfa Romeo dealer,
Yeah.
and that was the only one I've seen. This is the second one, so it's really, really rare.
Yeah, no, it's really rare. I'm so pleased with it. I love it.
Yeah, I was so happy to come down here, and then after my bits and pieces, knowing that I might not have come down.
Yeah.
Thinking, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool that you come down, man. I appreciate it.
No, it's all right, man. It's all right, you know.
Cool. Should we get the wheels out of the car then, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm now managing to fully flat the throttle, just about without the back end lighting up. Obviously today's a little bit damp. It's 3 degrees as well, so it's a cold day, but I have at long last experienced full throttle whilst getting full traction, which is nice. We've got a few puddles on the roads. It was frozen over this morning, it was all icy on the roads, but it seems to have cleared a little bit now. It's amazing how tyres, like, they're such a small thing but really important thing, isn't they? The tyres I had on earlier in this video, the Acceleras, they were absolutely terrible. Like, they ruined the drive of this car. Even, obviously it's a real drive car, but even the front end would feel like it's gonna slide out, and it was made the car feel very unstable, like it's gonna skip off the road. Like, we've got wheel spin there, but it ain't too bad at all. So I like driving the car in race mode at all times, not just because of the noise, but secondly because I suppose you get the full package of the car without all these restrictions cutting in all the time. So yeah, I can now drive in race mode, in the wet, I'll say the wet, the damp and the dry, and not worry about the back end giving way if I give anything more than 70% on the throttle pedal. So I'm definitely going to stick with these tyres. The wheels have got a couple of marks on them, but I've kind of stepped sideways there because my old wheels had a few little marks on them as well. I can get them painted, that's not the end of the world. And what I was going to say, visuals, you know, visually tyres, you know, certain tyres look good. These Pirelli P0s do look really nice, don't they? So again, it's silly, who cares what your tyres look like, it's all about what they grip like. But do you know what, I care what my tyres look like, and I do like the look of them. So yeah, shout out to David, what a bloody nice guy he was. His car just looks absolutely sick as well, doesn't it? I personally prefer the 19-inch wheels because of the drivability of a smaller wheel, but obviously the 20-inch, undoubtedly they look so much better, don't they? They are a very, very good looking wheel, and the way it's sort of had it lowered a little bit, it just sits perfectly. So definitely give me a few ideas, but I'm definitely going to stick with the 19-inch wheels because for me personally, I just prefer the drive of smaller wheels. So yeah, David, quickly cut back into conversation about David. What a bloody lovely guy. Like, come across as not just a nice guy, but he's a massive petrol head as well. So shout out to David. I'll put a link to his Instagram in the description below. There's not bad though, is it? A bit of loss of traction there. Got old people. Oh, he likes the Alfa, look. And maybe he wants to see the Alfa. It does get some looks. I don't know if that was a negative look or if that was a positive look. I don't know. But I am going to end this video here. I hope you liked my video. Bit of traffic on the road today. If you did like the video, please do hit the like button, thumbs up, hit subscribe if you're new to my channel, and give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright? Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, it's another episode of subscribers' cars with this high mileage Tesla Model S.